Hi there, welcome to the studio and welcome to the speed test video that I promised on the cordless vacuum pumps. The video goes in this specific order. First we test the MAKITA 1.8 CFM cordless vac pump. Then we move on to the JAVAC Colt 2 CFM cordless, the NAVTEK 2 CFM cordless, and finally the NAVTEK 4 CFM cordless. At the end of the video I'll post the speed results on there as well, but I hope you enjoy. Right, here we go. So this is the first vacuum pump I'm testing, which is the 1.8 CFM or 2 CFM they call it, MAKITA vac pump. I've got a 4 amp hour MAKITA battery on there. I'm always going to use the 1/2 inch diameter Appion hoses, which has got 1/4 on the one end and then obviously 3/8 this end. Bizarrely on this vac pump on the MAKITA, it comes with what looks like a 5/16 fit-in or whatever it is, I haven't checked, but they basically give you an adapter to get you to 1/4. Now if I'm using the 1/4 this hose, directly onto here, going from 1/4 up to 3/8, yeah, the problem I've got is that because of the battery's quite bulky on the back, I can't get the 3/8 hose directly in, so I've had to use the speed wire. Okay, so it's no big deal. Now, so she's running, she's 2,500 microns at the moment, and she's been running for 10 minutes 43 seconds. So I'm going to take it down initially, time-wise, to 2,000 microns, and then we're going to check the time. I'll make a note of it, and then I'm going to leave it run because I want them to go down to 500 microns, and then we're going to compare it then thereafter with the NAVTEK and with the Colt vac pump, okay, from JAVAC, okay, and both of those are 2 CFM. So we're not far away now, so let's have a look. We've got a definitive note change. Now she's starting to get near 2 toe. She's actually changed note on the vac pump. There we go. 11.24 minutes, okay? So 11 minutes, 24 seconds. So we're going to let her run, and we're going to see how she goes now down to 500 microns, and this is our baseline test, okay? Just as you can see, we always evacuating from the vapor side, and then on the dip tube side, the liquid port, we're picking up on the micron gauge. And why I always use the Appion AV760 is that it gives me the micron readings or the toe readings from atmospheric pressure. So on today is 78,000 microns, and it gives me this reading in this high resolution all the way down. Whereas with all cheaper toe gauges, they tend to only start at 15,000 microns, which is too low really. You need to know where you are, okay? So here we go. Where are we at? 13,000. So we got a way to go now, and this is the real test of any vac pump, is getting it down to 500 microns, which is really where you want to be on systems. I know you could argue that you want to use this on little back bar coolers and everything else, but this is where I think the limitations of this vac pump is, whereas the Colt and the NAVTEK are going to be better. And the reason why I say that is because they are actually 2-stage vacuum pumps. The main problem with this is, and why it's going to be slower, and that obviously the test will prove that, is that this is only a single-stage vacuum pump. So when you're trying to get it to go lower on the micron readings, she'll get there, but she's going to do it very, very slowly. And we just simply don't sell single-stage vac pumps in our industry, okay? But she's okay. She performs and she does what it says on the tin. So we're not far away now. We've got 8 minutes. 800. Here we go. 800 microns at 13 minutes 28. Okay, we're not far away. So when you buy this MAKITA vac pump, you basically buy it naked. You can buy it in a variety of formats, but generally she comes naked, and then you obviously use your existing MAKITA batteries if you use MAKITA, or you'd have to buy MAKITA batteries and a charger at least to go with it. We're nearly there. So we're going to be past 15 seconds for the look of it, by the time she gets down to 500 microns. Which is still a good achievement. It's a single stage vac pump, and I'm quite impressed with this doing now, but like I said, the real crux of the matter is how it does it with the 2CFM, 2-stage Colt and the NAVTEK vac pumps. It'll be interesting how they compete with each other. Okay, so we're nearly getting here. So 5.54. There we go, we'll do the countdown. Nearly there. Just gone over 15 seconds. Sorry, just over 15 minutes. 5:10. There we go. 15 minutes 19 seconds. Okay, so not bad at all. Let's do the other test now using the Colt vac pump and see where we come out with that. Okay, so we've got the Colt vacuum pump here from JAVAC. This is a 2CFM compared to 1.8 CFM on the MAKITA on the previous test I did. Quite like this one because she's got a 1/4 and 3/8 port, and as you can see she's angled, so we can easily get the large Appion vacuum hose on here, the 1/2 inch diameter. So I've got the 3/8 port onto the vac pump, and then again 1/4 onto the system, and then off the liquid side I'm getting the pickup for the micron gauge. Okay, so on this one, when you buy the Colt, you basically get 2 adapters with it. One is MAKITA, which is this one, and one is Milwaukee, and you've got 2 little screws. You put 1 screw in there and 1 screw in there to keep it solid, and then just drop the battery on there. Okay, so we're going to do our little speed test now. Okay, so here we go. So we power it up and then start her, and we're going to see how she compares to the MAKITA. Okay, there we go. It's ramped up a little bit in speed there. What I quite like about it is the oil cartridge, or the oil you get with it, the little oil bottle, actually is the exact amount of oil you need to fill the vac pump up, which I don't understand why more manufacturers don't do that. Okay, apparently you can buy Bosch and another adapter as well, and it slips my mind what it is. Or if you've got AEG batteries, which I doubt if many of you have, they will fit this vac pump without either of the adapters. Okay, so let's go into the studio. 2 seconds. Okay, so what we've got here, so there's the Milwaukee adapter. And now you know it's Milwaukee. It actually says MWK on the back, and I think the other one says MK or MKT for MAKITA. There's your little packet with the 2 screws to secure the adapters, and there's the little can of oil that comes with it, which is exactly the right amount, which I've just put in. It comes in this little case, which is quite sturdy. I mean, you drop OFN cylinders on it, you're going to break it, but it's a nice little setup, and it comes with a little shoulder strap. Okay, so let's go back out and have a look where we are. Okay, so 1 minute 45, and we're down to 37,000 microns. So have a little look at this now. Okay, we're not far away now from 2,000 microns, so we're just going to put the camera back on now, and we'll have a quick look at this and just do a countdown. And we're at 3 minutes 44, so it looks as if this, as expected, is going to be considerably quicker than the MAKITA vac pump pulling down, and the simple reason for that is this is a 2-stage 2 CFM, so it's not only 0.2 CFM bigger, but it's got the second stage, which makes a massive difference, and why we use second stage vac pumps in our industry. Okay, so 2.4 microns, and we are down 4 minutes 20, so it looks as if we're under 5 minutes this is going to get to 2-toe. There we go, nearly there. Let's have a look at this. There we go, so we're under 2-toe in 4 minutes 40 seconds, so significant difference, like I said, which you'd expect, because it's a 2-stage vacuum pump. Simple as that. That second stage makes a massive difference and gives you the lower evacuations and the quicker evacuations we need in our industry. That's not to say the MAKITA is a bad vac pump, but it's not really ideal for what you want. If you're going to buy any cordless vac pump, the minimum requirement is that it needs to be 2-stage, okay? Because it just gives you that deeper vacuum that you need, okay? And obviously the extra speed. So I'll knock the camera off a minute and I'll come back to you when we're down to 500 microns, which isn't going to be long by the look of it. Okay, we're at 700 microns at 6 minutes 13 seconds roughly, so we're not far away from the 500 microns that we're looking to get down to. And as you can see, it's absolutely wiping the floor with the MAKITA, so it'll be interesting to see how the Colt compares to the NAVTEK vac pump when I do the test on that as well. So, too far away now. Okay, 550, still going strong, and we're at 655 or 657. Not far away now. Here we go. Let's see what the time comes back with. There we go, 500. It's 7 minutes 9 seconds. Massive difference. Twice as fast as the MAKITA vac pump. So let's have a look at the NAVTEK next, and we'll see how she goes. Okay, so we've got the 2CFM NAVTEK cordless vac pump with a 5 amp hour battery on here, and again we've got the same connections as the previous JAVAC Colt and the MAKITA battery, cordless battery vacuum pumps, and we're going to fire it up now and we're going to do the speed test on here. Okay, so power on. Let's start. She goes. There's the inverter ramping up. Okay. As you can see, she's pulling down. Okay. So we'll have a little look at this and see how it compares to the MAKITA and to the Colt vac pump. Okay. So we're at 2,700 microns, and we're at 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, so you can see how quick she goes down to the 2-toe compared to the other two machines. Not far away. 2 minutes 12. Okay, so we got 3 minutes 30. Here we go, nearly there. Here we go. 3 minutes 35 seconds, so incredibly fast, that one. Okay, we're going to let her run now down to 500 microns, and I'll do the time test then. Okay, so we're nearly at 500 microns. We're at 6 minutes 13 seconds at 573 microns, so not far away now to get our time test for 500 microns. Half a toe on the NAVTEK 2CFM cordless vac pump. There. There we go. So 6:44, 6 minutes 44. So faster than the Colt on the JAVAC Colt, way faster than the actual MAKITA vac pump, so is the Colt in fairness, because obviously we know it's a 2-stage. So yeah, so we got one more to do. I'm going to do the 4CFM NAVTEK vac pump next. Okay, so fourth and final test now. This is the 4CFM NAVTEK vacuum pump with the 9 amp hour battery on. On this pump we got the 3 pickup points, so we've got 1/4, 3/8, which is off the 3/8 port, and 1/2 inch if needed. Okay, again, same mega flow hose, 1/2 inch internal diameter, and exactly the same setup as the previous 3 tests. Okay, so let's have a look at this, and we're going to fire it up. Let's get the phone to come to life first. So here we go, on, start. She goes incredibly quiet, these NAVTEK vac pumps, when they first start up the inverter drive. You can see she's running, she's pulling, and she isn't even up to full speed yet. So okay, we'll see how this goes, and we'll time her, and obviously she's going to outperform the other 3 1.8 and the 2 CFM pumps, and but we'll see how well she does. Okay, so welcome back. Here we go, just coming down to 2 minutes 19 seconds, down to 2000 microns or 2 torr, which is incredibly fast. So let's see how long she takes now to get down to the 500 micron range. Okay, so we just drop in to 700 microns, or below 700 microns now. I'm going to keep an eye on this. We're only down to, or up to 3 minutes 45 seconds at 650, so to be expected really. You know, I mean, this machine is a 4CFM, double the size of the other 2, and 2.2 CFM bigger than the MAKITA, so we'd expect them to see these kind of results. But it's just how efficient these little cordless vac pumps, or at least the 2-stage vac pumps, are. So here we go. Nearly there. Four minutes 25 seconds. Okay, so mega fast is what you'd expect.